Hey guys, what is going on? It is Justin Massive from Nintendo Dads, and I am here with a first look at the Adventure Pals on the Nintendo Switch. So I'm very excited to get my hands on this. I'm going to play with one player. Apparently you can have more players join you. It is a co-op option. There is that available. But I'm going to jump in just by myself right now. I've got my Pro controller in hand here, so we are going to jump into this right now. Just as we're jumping into this, big shout out to the developer Massive Monster, publisher Armored Games Studio, and big thank you to the PR team over at Sandbox Strategy who has provided us early access to the Adventure Pals. This looks absolutely like a good time. I am so excited for this. I didn't really know anything or much about the Adventure Pals before getting access to this. Now here we're in a little bit of a tutorial, obviously, running along with our papa, our grandfather, papa as we're saying here. Great controls so far, really easy to maneuver and use. Some quick off the walls jumps. There we go, breaking some boxes. So a little bit of a tutorial here. So I'm excited for this as well. I did a bit of research before starting the game, and I went into their press kit, which we obviously got access to as well, and did some research. Now, this was actually a game that you may have heard of or seen on Kickstarter, and there was a Kickstarter for this back in 2016, as I recall, and from the team over at Massive Monster, trying it backing to finish this game, and they did. Obviously, they got the backing to finish it, and were able to release it. And some of the press kit information here about it. I mean, this is perfect. It says the description: story of love, giraffes, and hot dogs. Like, yes, you have me at all of those things. So this is fantastic. Again, kind of a nice little, we can swap between weapons here. We're going to a bomb, being prompted to do that. Gonna throw that in, kaboom! I feel like I should go down there. I feel like I should drop another bomb to go down there, but we're not going to. Let's see what's going on here. Birthday cake, because it is my birthday. All right, let's see what's going on here. I like how there's some clever writing in this. Maybe, you know, it definitely feels a little bit not adult humorish, right? Not like in the way that South Park is, but it feels a little bit tongue in cheek. I think in some things. I now have a magical giraffe named Sparkles. Like, you can't beat that. I love that. I was reading some of the other press kit information here, and it was something along the lines of, you know, need we say more? And it was like helicopter, giraffe, helicopter tongue. You don't need to say more. I am all, yeah, there it goes. 3 words: giraffe, helicopter, tongue. Yep, no, I'm all in. I am all in on this. So a little bit of ridiculousness. Mr. B has shown up, calling out our papa as old man, so he's going to do something here. I suspect Papa's going to be taken. If I was a betting man. Oh yeah, Papa also kind of looks like the guy from Up. Just in my observation. So he's taken. Now we have to go. We have to go sort this. We have to get on our way. I've got a hat. I've got a backpack. I've got a sword, and I have my giraffe friend named Mr. Sparkles. It's time to get some serious business going on. That's what this is right now. All right, for Papa. So now we've kind of moved a little bit out of, I guess, the. Again, here's our developer, Massive Monster, published by Armored Games. Those are fantastic. The cartoon drawing style is very unique, very kind of funny. Look at that toast, eating toast. There's probably something to be said about that there. I think there's our papa, who's now a hot dog. Fantastic. You can't beat that. I don't know what to say to you. Papa, you're a hot dog. It's a tough life to be a Frankfurt. I don't know. It's a little bit tough. So we're jumping into this here. Jumping right in. We're gonna talk to our Nana, I guess, right? She's gonna tell us something. I love this kind of band in the background. I don't know, reminds me very of, I don't know, hipsterish kind of foxes playing a band, playing some instruments. I don't know why, but it reminds me of Mumford & Sons. I have no no reasoning for that whatsoever, but that's just where my head space is at right now. A little bit of Mumford & Sons. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Some very very sharp and smart writing here as well. I saw a comment here about it's too dangerous to go adventuring alone. Definitely a little bit of a call out to our Legend of Zelda and that epic and fantastic line as well. Some dialogue going on here. Just as this is going on, I just want to kind of read over a little bit of the synopsis here. It's your birthday, and it's ruined when your dad is napped by a madman. Now you, your pet Rock, and Sparkles the giraffe will have to fight your way through levels filled with platforming, bizarre enemies, and big bosses in the name of friendship and hot dogs to save the world. So it is a game that is a little bit ridiculous, but also, I think, ridiculous in the right sort of way. And as I've been sitting here playing this with my daughter, definitely the art style, the cartoon animation has caught her attention, and they definitely have been enjoying watching me play, and I feel definitely very easily approachable. So far, there's nothing here that I'm just beating up sheep, and I think this is bison. I don't know what that is. Of course, again, riding around on my giraffe named Sparkles, as you do, getting coin. And I got a cupcake a couple of moments ago, so that's all good. A little bit of an overview map here. We're going to run off on our mission like Grandma has sent us along. We're going to head right over here, jump right in, and it looks like we're going to start our level. So this is kind of the first time we are inside a level that is not being tutorialized for us, so we're going to jump right into this little bit of a start off with a fight. So a couple things I'm noticing up on the top left-hand corner of kind of our HUD, if you will. We have got our life, obviously it's represented by our heart. And we have a experience dial, I guess, or experience meter would probably be the best way. We have a cat showing up now. What do they want? Talking about giving the cupcakes to them. The cupcake cat. Cupcake King is a cat. Okay, and he'll take it from you, and there's a process, but you don't ask questions why. I like this. Again, really smart, sharp writing. This is a lot of fun. The controls feel really easy, and not like simple easy, but like easy to master. I don't feel like this is overly difficult. I don't feel like they're trying to trick you in the control schemes or making it difficult, which is great. I'm just jumping around here. I also love that as he's jumping, there's like sparkly glitter that flies out of the back of him. I assume that's coming out of Sparkles the giraffe, but I don't want to make assumptions or speak for the giraffe on my behalf. That would be ill-advised. So a little bit of on the top there, it looks like we have a little bit of a progress map there. It looks like I saw this is maybe one level or one stage within a larger set, which makes sense. There's probably like 5 little micro levels or scenes until we kind of reach to our very end here. There we go. Again, there was that giraffe tongue helicopter thing. Got another cupcake, right on. Liking this so far. One of the things I did kind of pass by there originally is it is actually 2-player, right? So that's pretty awesome. I think that's great, especially in the Joy-Con, right? Separate one, hand it over to your friend, and you can have someone join you again, right? So many games nowadays kind of have that option available, but I think this looks like another great game that enables that. So that's fantastic. Just as we're continuing through this, I just want to remind everyone that this game actually comes out on April 3rd, 2018. So that is right around the corner when this is being launched. And this can be found on the Nintendo Switch eShop. There are other platforms like PS4, Xbox One, and Steam. But of course, if you're here for Nintendo stuff. So I'm going to say it's Nintendo Switch is where you should be checking that out. We have a retail price here of $14.99. So that's a great price, actually, for this game. That's USD. Convert that to whatever your own region is. Canada, you're paying like $500 for this game probably. Sorry, Canada. Your currency sucks. Also, in all fairness, I'm Canadian, so I can say that. All right, so a nice little treasure chest kind of hiding around too. Got some stuff in them. There we go. And it looks like these kind of wells that we get to here, this is kind of like your indication of being the end of the level. So you're going to hit our right shoulder button, finish off the level, and then we're going to zip into our next spot here. There we go. Now, I just for reference point again, I did not kickstart this game at all. I obviously kind of missed it, but it's so yeah. This is just early access from the PR team. This is great. Okay, there we go. Now, I will say one thing that I kind of notice here is I love this the background, kind of flat background, three-dimensional or. Not three-dimensional. I don't know. The look is good, I guess what I'm saying. The art style I like is kind of the background is static or painted or whatever you want to call it, and then kind of jumping around, the camera moves with me. Here are hot dog people. Let's get crazy up in here with hot dog people. I have never met a Frankfurt I do not like. So let's do this here. So these kind of like goblin things in the middle. Ooh, that's a big explosion. Kind of goblin things in the middle. They've got quite, or they were there a couple seconds ago. They've got quite the attack actually. Kind of like I don't want to say a mid-boss because it's definitely not a mid-boss, but they're more difficult than these kind of purple thingies. This definitely feels like a game that you would have played back in the 80s or 90s on the NES. You feel like you definitely need like a wicked instruction booklet because all of these things have names. Now look at that. I have killed the hot dog person, and what can only be described as a soul, I guess would be the best way to say it. The soul disappeared out of that hot dog person and floated away. So presumably I am saving souls that are made into hot dogs. Again, I am absolutely fine with that. This is a ton of fun. This is great. Got some kind of like TNT. It's going to kick that way. Boom. Big boom. All right, there we go. More hot dog people who are evil until you save them, right? There we go. I've saved them. They're floating away. And the only hope is that one of these hot dog people will eventually be my grandfather, my papa. And I will have saved them. That is my true hope for today's game. Let's jump in. Again, commentary, soundtrack is great. I like it. It's whimsical, it's fun. Controls are really easy to manage. I think if you're stuck for a second, I think even as you go up to, like, for example, the well or the treasure boxes, excuse me, they give you a little bit of an indication of what you have to do. So you hit your R button, so that's kind of nice. Obviously we have some switches here that are activating after kill certain animals or certain enemies, so that's great. We're seeing that experience dial continue to, or experience bar, I guess, continue to raise up. And so I'm excited to see what's going to happen when I actually kind of fill that. I assume my ability, kind of an RPG ability, will now increase, and I'll get to, I don't know, like a better jump, or I don't know, maybe my giraffe can do something different. I don't know. So we're going to see that play out here probably in a couple moments, but. I definitely like the RPG kind of element built into it. Okay, so they're giving you a little bit of information here that, hey, when you see this indication of an arrow, back up and be safe of the hot dog. There we go. So oh, something's happening. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I have leveled up. I get some options here. So I get well, these are cool. These are cards. So I can have like a giraffe grappling, a XP mangle, and a bigger bag. Gives me a nice little summary. I also like the paw choosing it is the giraffe paw. I like the grapple. Let's grapple this up, all right? Boom. So now apparently Sparkles has the ability to grapple. That's awesome. I love that already. We're gonna open these treasure boxes. Come on down here. There we go. All right. This is a ton of fun. Like, just straight out, I'm having an absolute blast with this. I should probably go get those things up. There we go. So there we go. Okay. Again, controls feel easy. I kind of always feel like I'm in control. Oh, what's this? A sticker book showed up, as you do, as a sticker book would, of course. Why would a sticker book not show up? Let's see what's going on here with a sticker book. Do you remember sticker books? I remember sticker books back in the 80s and 90s. Like, you'd go and you'd buy like Ninja Turtle stickers. Oh, this is totally like that. You rip the pack up. Look at that. That's fantastic. Oh, that's cool. There we go. Apparently 144 stickers to collect. Look at that. So like probably every level, I imagine, or every world probably has a sticker to get into. So that's awesome. Cool. I like that. That's a very cool collectible. Speaking of kind of the collectibles and I guess the depth of it, there are a total of like 5 distinct worlds. I guess they all have their own unique quests and characters. It is easy to pick up and play, which is fantastic. The story is definitely bizarre, but absolutely lovable and fun. And I think this is great. This is just a lot of fun. Kids would love playing this game. Absolutely, they would. Like my kids loved watching me playing this. And from a control perspective, this doesn't feel overly challenging. I would imagine, like any game, like there's a cupcake. Like kids are like, hey, cupcakes, right? Like any game, probably the difficulty ramps up. It has to, right? And I'm not saying this is too easy right now, but it's presumably, oh, look at the spikes. This is not going to end well for me, I don't think. No. Okay. All right, so it dies. What happens when you die? Should we see? We should see what happens when you die. I just died, so we're going to see. Oh, I have to repeat the level again. Well, I guess as you do, right? I'm not going to... Okay, we're going to do a little quick run through this. But there's nothing, like again, I feel like this is probably very easily accessible for kids to jump on and play. Definitely that co-op option with the 2 Joy-Cons, that's fantastic, right? So you and your kid can grab a controller and play and support each other, so I think that's great. Nothing here from a content perspective at this point. Seems like I'm worried about that from a parenting perspective. Also, again, depending on the age of your children. Mine are 7 and 9, right? So a little bit younger. I will say, I mean, there was a bit of a warning of like crude humor, but I mean, nothing here that I'm really worried about. I mean, they made that reference of the girl jumping out of the birthday cake, right? But nothing else here seems too language crazy, right? And I was watching some of the specs or some of the videos on the Kickstarter talking about like hot dogs that poop out landmines. Again, I'm not overly too worried about that kind of content. It feels pretty whimsical fun, but I think also okay for kids to be playing. So, and again, freaking Giraffe game sparkles. Who is a helicopter with has a helicopter time? So, right, let's check ourselves. Okay, this is great. I love this. All right, we're gonna finish off this level. I don't want to show too much more. I'm going to show, I think, the next level, which, if I remember watching the map, should, I think, the last level in this set? Yes, this is. So, as we go back to the original, Grandma had quested us to go find for Ruby. In theory, this level should find me said Ruby, as it looks like this is probably the end set of this, and then we'll finish it off. But, so I'm going to say this. This game was not on my radar. I mean, I saw it in the eShop for sure, but didn't really think much of it. I just kind of like, saw the cover and kind of walked off. Which is the problem with the eShop when it's bloated like it is, Nintendo. Here's a hint, get that fixed. And I probably would have passed this by. Just because it wasn't on my radar and there's so many games that hit the eShop every week. I'm going to say this right now. I am so happy, and I'm so happy and surprised actually that first and foremost, $10 Strategy and PR team sent this over to us, because this is a ton of fun. Like I would have probably passed this up, or maybe eventually picked it up because I heard a review somewhere that would have made me kind of pull the trigger on it. But I'm really, thank you so much to the team, so Massive Monster for the devs on this, and then obviously the PR team that sent us this. Thank you so much. This is a ton of fun, and I would definitely highly recommend that you pick this game up. It's a ton of platforming fun, and that's sometimes all you need it to be. It's platforming fun. It's whimsical. There's a hot dog. There's a pet rock. And there's a giraffe named Sparkles. Like, it doesn't get better than gaming right now, folks. This is the high point of it, okay? So I highly recommend heading to the Nintendo Switch eShop on April 3rd and downloading this game for, again, $14.99, guys. Come on. Like, this is fantastic. If you're a 2D platformer like I am, you need to pick this game up. Again, thanks so much for guys for tuning in and watching the stream. We found the Ruby. I love it. So we're going to be finishing this off. Thanks very, very much for watching the stream of it. Thanks for tuning in and supporting Nintendo Dads. And thank you for supporting amazing developers like Massive Monster and supporting them with your dollars. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day. Bye-bye.